I had some technical problems. I could not find the other chat. Yeah, I'll just wait a second. No, don't wait a second. Wait an hour. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, look at my hair. I've got a green screen. I'll start the intro in a minute when everything's. So it seems I've got 2 chat rooms open. The show hasn't begun yet. Yeah, I know. I published it, and then I just didn't. I haven't got access to it. It's not appearing. It's not appearing, mate. I put up a stream, and it's not appearing. In my studio, I can't access it. Is it? But it's not. It's not actually streaming in the other chat, is it? It's actually streaming in this chat and not the other chat. So I don't know what happened to the other chat. Maybe you can send a message. I can lock the other one. I'll see if I can find the other one. Bear with me, everyone. The show hasn't started yet. YouTube, your channel. Superficial 2 is on there. Superficial, upcoming. Hey. Yes, I found it. Yeah. Is it set for tomorrow or something? Because it should have started working. You know what I mean? It should have started working. So. Live. Because it says upcoming, 9 waiting, watching, yeah, watching, superficial, yeah, never mind. Let's begin. It worked. Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome to this live show on Rumble and YouTube. And I'm your host for a while, Steve. And this is the mystery show. A mystery because it's because I never really know what's going to happen. It's not necessarily got a theme. And it's gathering. That's the most important thing to me. Is even if I was just to leave the room blank with no sound, people would know, it's a place to meet the others who normally come to these chat rooms. Brilliant. I think my brain's warm because I seem to be, and I almost closed OBS then. I'm going to transport this to the other screen. It's been warm. It's incredibly warm. And I guess the best strategy is to begin with a song and a little bit of a calm down. I've got a nice little, and I know some of you, I know all of you. There's a song you like that I've been working on. I haven't managed to finish it yet. But yeah, let's play a tune. Let's play a tune just to get into the mood of things. As you know, I'll be playing till Watershed, till 10 o'clock in this country, Germany, which is 9 o'clock in England, and all that. So it's lovely to see everyone in the chat room. Auf jeden Fall, definitely. One good reason, the song I wrote, I always wrote songs for the future, and this is a little bit about what I'll be talking about and where I want to take the channel a little bit more towards music, towards what I can do, what you can do, what we can do. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, we're talking a lot about production and songwriting and inspiration. And sex, drugs and rock and roll, the politics of music, and I've been thinking a lot about stuff. I need to get pop out the chat so I can see what you're all chatting away at. Where's my lyrics again? A different camera as well. I've been trying to set things up. Look, that's how bad it is. I'm trying to get this green screen thing going, and it's just not doing what I want it to do. It's one half or the other. I'll turn it up a bit there. That's okay. Just tweak a little bit more. A little bit more. Ooh. So, yeah. As you can see, I've been trying to turn the studio into a bit of a spaceship. I've got thousands. Probably is actually thousands of buttons. When you include Windows, I mean, there's millions of buttons on Windows that we have to take care of, isn't there? So yeah, let's just play a song and ignore this green screen technology thing for a while. There we go. words to say. I try to speak, you hear no sound. I can't explain the love I found in you. Look at me, I fall apart. No one else can make me feel this way. You give me one good reason to give, one good reason to live, one good reason to be free and real, one good reason to love, one good reason's enough, one good reason to be who you feel, who you feel. Turn on the light, look into your eyes, like gazing out across the sky. Sometimes I see the starry nights, sometimes I see the rain clouds passing over you. Consolation in your eye, the sun, the moon, the worlds collide within you. You give me one good reason to love, one good reason's enough, one good reason to be who you feel, one good reason to give, one good reason to live, one good reason to be who you feel, who you feel. Give me time, give me one more day. The way I feel, there's no words I can say. I try to speak, you hear no sound. Can't explain the love I've found in you. You look at me, you fall apart. No one else can make me feel this way. You give me one good reason to give, one good reason to live, one good reason to be who you feel, one good reason to love, one good reason's enough, one good reason to be free and real, free and real. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you're wondering why my hair's looking funny, it's because I've got a badly functioning green screen. There you go. Let's have a look in the chat room here. In fact, there's the chat room. Look at that horrible, ugly, ugly green screen with patches on. Talk, chat. Oh, I'm not very organised with this chat room thing. No, that's personal stuff. There you go. My own data protection. All right, let me just look in the chat room and a bit bigger. Come on. Brilliant. Yeah, shall I go from top down? Hello there, James. Okay, yeah. I switched to live chat. Hello, Kitty. Hello there, Mascara Snake. It is a mystery who started. Hello there, Elk Freedom UK. No, Dr. Robert. Hello there, Rick Haywood. And how's it going, Jimmy? And Word Roberto. And A Up Cookie. And Dustin, how's it going? If anyone hasn't seen Dustin's new little video, guitar playing, check out Dustin's channel. Hello there, Rick Haywood. How's it going, Rick? Blazing. Good to see you. Hello there, David. Good to see you. Valerie. Hello, Valerie. Yeah, I'm doing well. I think we're all doing well. I think, I think everything's good. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we had some good streams. It's good to share that with people. It's good to share things, different experiences online. That the ups and the downs. Why have I got that stupid thing on there? Because I just ignored it, didn't I? There we go. Let's have that instead. There was a bit of like AI that I've generated. I'm not sure about AI, but there you go. Hello there, Becky. Good to see you. I don't know, I seem to be losing the knack of scrolling and mouse movements and stuff. I'm losing my hand-to-mouse coordination ability. Maybe it's the weather, or maybe I'm just tired of being a mouse. Yeah, I got the song lyric. I was trying to work out what song lyrics where the chat should be. I know, but it's not registering me bloody. It's not registering me chat room properly. Okay, now I've got it. Nice one. Yeah. Front cam. Okay, lock that. Yeah, better get another song going before. Hello there, Pete. How's it going, mate? Starfish Troopers. Yeah. And deload Chavello, mate. Yeah, I was thinking before we've been around a while, haven't we? We're still going. We're like indestructible. I think that was a different song. It wasn't Undestructible, was it? Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. Okay. Let's try another tune. Yeah, there's this one. There's this one I've been working. Let's change to another. My petrol tank is full and I feel a southward pull. The gathering is here, that much is clear. Word Roberto. It's a bit stupid, isn't it? You know, I mean, I don't know. We'll keep that on. We'll have a bit of a walk around the garden. Let's play a tune quick before the green screen video. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Stuff's lagging, so yeah. Maybe it's that video's just too... I'll play this little tune. This is a tune I wrote. I'm sort of sticking to tunes I wrote for a little bit because I always get copyright strikes and I mentioned a few things about like listening to some of my demos, picking a few tunes that you think be worth doing. Hello there, Yawn. So I wonder how many of you remember Standing by the Sea. I've had a couple of requests to do that song, and I've only got a studio version of it. And it was written on a Rhodes piano. It's got like a really nice Rhodes sound. Maybe I'll dig it out after the hour to have a listen to, because it's a lovely song. Max said from graphics, yeah. And the other day, and I've had a few attempts at trying to write it, and different tunings, different capos and stuff. And yesterday I just came up with a simple solution. Just a drop D, just the top key. Yeah, maybe you just need to work on it or through it a few times. But it's all I just sort of been starting to do. I'll see if I can sing to it as well. There we go. Somehow it's a disaster. you all the places you could be. I couldn't find you, are you coming back to me? You left me where I couldn't go, and in my sadness I walked down to the shore. Find you standing by the sea, gazing out across the water. You don't turn and look at me. I spoke to you, but you don't seem to hear. The sound of the ocean is so loud and clear. There you'll find an answer, whatever it may be. There's no room for questions, so don't you question me. There will come a day when you will understand. The beach is so much beautiful when you stop counting grains of sand. Yeah, look, as if by magic accident, little advert. There you go, I'll just go all the way. Valerie Batt's music, Valerie pedals, order now. Valerie Batt music. Custom made pedals. Here we are playing guitar. Right, okay, so. Ooh. I noticed my thumb's aching from that one, but that's quite a nice little. I like doing interpretations of stuff written from keyboard on the guitar. It's kind of always kind of a challenge, and it draws you away from your usual habits. Because on guitar, you know, on piano, you end up with a lot of like chords that are like triads, whereas on the guitar you end up with fourths and fifths. Here's a little tune I wrote called "The Trick." And I think in a way it's something you learn as a parent or as an adult or whatever when you like dealing with kids. That like Christmas, there's like a magic that you create that you know is not real, but the magic for you is creating it for someone else, and the magic for them is the magic that's being created. So there's magic for both sides. Like a magician knows all of the tricks, but there's a magic, there's an art, there's something about doing a magic trick itself. But then, in a way, when you lose it, when you look too hard for the answer to the magic, you look too hard for the trick behind the magic, then it loses its magic. And this one's what that's all about. I think for me, it's always been I've always tried to address an issue. In life, external or internal, I try to address issues that come up and write kind of philosophical songs to remind me of certain things. Or relationships, to be careful of certain aspects, or This one's called The Trick. You ask what's the trick, and I say you need a kick, 'cause if you really wanna know, ask yourself. I'm happy within my walls, and I don't like it out there at all. Well, maybe sometimes it's okay till I see you. But I'm sorry for you. Looking so hard that your eyes don't focus anymore, and the magic slips through the open door. Confusion, unless I'm wrong, I know you know. You know who you are, so just keep on pretending. You can sneak back to your illusion. Sorry for you. Looking so hard that your eyes don't focus anymore, and the magic slips through an open door. Sorry for you. Looking so hard that your eyes don't focus anymore, and the magic slips through focus anymore, and the magic slips through an open door. Sorry for you, look so hard that your eyes don't focus anymore, and the magic slips through the trick. Yeah, magic slips through the trick, you see, sometimes in life. Just a magic slip through the trick there. Yeah, cheers, thanks in the chat there. Here's a rock song that these are all stuff that I'd like to get a band together and release, unreleased songs and stuff that have been kicking around over the years, waiting for the right band to come along, waiting for the right time, and then all of this stuff always comes between us. Not just us, but billions of people. Billions of people. It's mad. I haven't played these. Muscle memory is amazing, isn't it? I used to think, how can a musician go up there and play 2 hours long? But it's like once you've got it in as second nature, you just got to go get into the flow, and then it's largely automatic. That's the amazing thing about it. And then from that automatic, you can start to just put that little bit more in. I've got incredible stage fright in that aspect. That I always think to myself, I don't know if I can play guitar. I mean, I know because of pragmatic, knowing that I've done it before. But I think to myself, I've got to go on stage, and I don't even know if I know the songs anymore. And I start running through the songs and the lyrics, thinking, what was the second line again? And I start getting really worried. And I think, no, forget, don't think about it. You'll start mess up the automatic, So sometimes it really is a matter of trusting in the nervous system. Terence McKenna had some great things to say, didn't it? Was that? No, that wasn't Terence McKenna who said that. That was Timothy Leary. I hadn't heard the name Timothy Leary for some time, actually. It's quite an influential character in the whole grand scheme of things. This one's called The Talking Game. It's like kind of a rock song. If I was to give it to a band, he'd be, there you go, John Bon Jovi, do this one. But if you imagine the drums and everything else. Wrong button. I mean, imagine that, like with a full band and drums and everything else. I love the line that I put in there. Did I speak or has my mouth just farted? I changed the. What do you call them? Is that a pronoun? Is I a pronoun? And you? It isn't, is it? I don't know. Anyway, let's not get into that. Yeah, this is something I wrote on. What did I write it? I wrote it on keyboards. But when you write stuff on keyboards, you know, it might have been strings. It was piano and strings or something, or flute. Noun. Me, myself, and I. Good, yeah. Oh, that's lived off. One day I won't hold you. I feel so lonely on my own. Tell me, do you think I remember the way it used to be? You can look to the future and I can't see. The sun know that I have met you, had a chance to see you smile. It makes me glad to know that I can hold you. The feeling's always in my soul. Tell me, do you think I'll remember the way it used to be? I can't look to the future when I can't see. The sun shines down on me. The sun shines down on me. The sun shines down on me. Sunshine is down on me. Yeah, life's sad, isn't it? You know, it's like just when you get used to things, and when you fall in love with people, and just when things, you know, then it doesn't necessarily stay that way. But in a way, I mean, it stays in my heart. I know that, like, you know, there's the very short moments in my life have lasted eternally, forever. You know, and I imagine those may be the things that I take with me. You know. Yeah, cheers, chat. Thanks for the encouragement. Hello there, hello there, Days. I'll play one tune and then I'll chat about things because it's the end of the hour. I'll sneak one in. Because I've got unbelievably complicated stuff, and there's all sorts of stuff that I think's kind of genius in its own way, if I don't mind saying so myself. Blowing my own trumpet, playing my own guitar, whatever. But there's like some of my own personal favourites are actually pretty simple, like this one. Another written by me, of course, but yeah. Floating on a eternity, eternity. Lying in the grass, glaring at the blue sky, we were golden dance. Yeah, we were so high, we began to glow. We felt the other one. Running through the fields, nowhere to shelter under. Dancing through the rain, laughing with the thunder. I felt you in my arms, turned my back towards the storm. Yes, our lives. So comes to the end of the hour. Let's just chill out for 5 seconds. You know, I can imagine drums to a lot of stuff. You know, I've always liked dynamic drums, going right down to cymbals, and then, you know, like, yeah, a really big sound. I never really was the apocalyptic garbage can fire under the bridge guitarist. Really, I was never really I didn't even own an acoustic guitar, to be honest with you. I was the electric guitarist because I liked electronics, I liked electricity, and I was more of an electric guitarist. Rhythm and lead, but to me it was like electric guitar is just, it's different to an acoustic guitar. It's thinner. You know. Acoustic guitar's good, but like on a big stage, acoustic guitars can be a nightmare. You know, they'll feed back the sound. They're not easy to play always, you know. They get out of tune with temperature. So to be honest, you know, like an electric guitar is a big stage workhorse for me. And to get an electric guitar sounding nice when it's clean is also a part of the thing. You know, I love a clean electric guitar. To be honest, when I first started and I was recording, I'd plug straight into my recording device. If it was a cassette player, it was just a cassette player, and I'd play through that. That was my first amp. Was just, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, cassette tape players had like a microphone input on them, didn't they? Every one of them had a microphone input, and you could record from a microphone. And if you turned it up widely, you know, it acted like a little PA. So I'd plug my guitar in that, and I just thought that it was great. You know, I wasn't bothered if it sounded like, you know, a guitar that you know. I never compared it against anything because maybe I didn't have anything. But you know, to me, it was electric, and the sound came out. And that's why I've got this one here today set up. Get rid of this strappage for now. It is nice to play electric guitar standing. Actually, there is various advantages to standing, and people don't. You know, normally, like, this is stuff that people don't learn. I always thought about starting I guess it'd be like Hogwarts, you know, School of Rock and Roll. For example, you know, this is something I observed with like Joe Satriani. And it was just simply the fact that, like, if you lean backwards, the guitar balance changes, obviously. So, like, it'll rest on either on your thumb or on your fingers. If you lean forward, you can like tap without a thumb. You can play without a thumb. If you lean backwards, you can like let a note ring and stuff. So, and by changing the angle of your, when they're going backwards like that, it's not just sort of look cool as well, but it's to change the weight of the guitar. So you're going right up high, and it's easier then. It's just simply easier than going and cramping in and punching yourself in the stomach. Go right up in the air and throw it out. Put your tongue out and practice two things at once. It's good like that anyway. Where was I? Let's put these little headphones on. See if I can access a few buttons. So I don't know what it's going to be. So yeah, let's see if we can do something. Oh, it's getting a bit jazzy now, isn't it? I don't know, I think I've sort of kind of messed with the entire thing, but yeah, it's alright, it's messing about, isn't it? It's good. So yeah, so chat amongst yourselves. This is a music show, a music yeah. It's good. It's good messing around. I'm going to save that one. I did do one earlier. Was it this one? Doesn't sound much like it. Oh, I've turned it down. Yeah, that's not in tune with this guitar, so. So how's everyone doing in the world? What time we got? 15 minutes. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a mess around still. Purple rain, purple rain. see how we're forming the tone? I think I've got it. Dancing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you dancing in the purple rain. it's a bit like Beverly Hills Cop, isn't it? Where you got like these theme changes and that. Yeah, nice one, Kitty. And yeah, you know me. I'm just here. I'm just playing along. I hope it's it's a bit of a change from normal me talking about stuff. But it's actually quite good to get the studio a little bit set up. I'm sweating away here. It's crazy. Must be like 30 degrees outside. So yes, let's have a little drink. It's 20 to 11. So a little bit of time to have a bit of a chat about stuff. So yeah, recently Rush found a new drummer. Rush is an odd band, really. It's an odd thing. I remember back in the 70s. I mean, Rush and Led Zeppelin were both formed, I think, in when was it? When were the both? When was Led Zeppelin formed? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's crazy hot, isn't it? Let's look at, yeah, there we go. (1968). And Led Zeppelin was formed in 1968. Rush was formed in 1968 in Toronto, and Led Zeppelin was 1968. Obviously, Led Zeppelin was famous earlier. I mean, a lot of people don't even know Rush's music, considering, you know, it's like such a... I'm trying to work out what these little pop-ups all are. So, when I first started playing guitar, I think it was like when I was 15, 16, just before I was leaving school. I remember, yeah, because it's in the song, I hid away from school. I think I spent half a year away from school, hiding away playing guitar. So I probably started when I was 15. I think we leave school when we're about 16-ish, don't we, in England? Yeah, nice one. Yeah, yeah, nice one, Blaze. I enjoy myself. I could do this longer as well, you know, and people can come and go, and there's no stress to. Like when I first, yeah, I was in school. I think I heard AC/DC and stuff. I liked Rock and Roll Ain't No Noise Pollution, but I think it was when I heard Xanadu. A mate of mine brought a cassette, one of them cassette things, and it had a Farewell to Kings album on one side and Moving Pictures on the other, with Tom Sawyer and that. And I remember like just instantly hearing Xanadu and thinking it's just amazing. Xanadu. I'm tempted to play it, but I won't, because it'll be copyright and it's getting the links and everything else. But it is, you know, it's just such a, like Xanadu, it's spelt with an X. Xanadu, Rush. And if you listen to the studio version back then, that's the version I heard, and I thought to myself, this is just amazing. This is amazing music. Now, I think everybody, when they hear Rush, they hear the vocals, they hear the high vocals, and they think, I know, is that a woman singing or whatever? I don't necessarily listen to just vocals. I think that's the thing. I listen to the whole musical thing, really. and I knew back then, yeah, the vocals are weird, but they're amazing. You know, the vocal range is amazing, because it's hard to sing in that range. Same range as Robert Plant in essence, but higher. You know, more precise with the height. So I got into Xanadu, and I got really into the musicality and the drums and the way everything was synchronized. And I remember listening to it thinking I'll probably never be able to play that. I don't think I ever even imagined being able to play Xanadu. Loved it. I think when I heard Stairway to Heaven for the first time, consciously, and maybe I even saw my mate playing it on guitar, and I thought to myself, that's easy, I can do that. And I think I think when I heard like Stairway to Heaven, it's where I decided to make a career out of music, because, you know, I thought to myself, I can do that. I mean, how does it go? I thought we've got actually no sound coming out there. I should put some headphones on. So it's kind of straightforward, and even the solo, you know. Yeah. And as we wind on down the road. That's a little riff there before the end. You can't see it, can you? I'm hiding the fingers, I'm hiding the twiddly notes. Right up there. So that's fine, but then you got like, you know, that's pretty much all there is to that. Whereas like, let's do a bit of Xanadu. you know this song. And then it goes into... Seek the sacred river out to walk the caves of ice. But I have dined on honeydew to drink the milk of paradise. Yeah, so it's a well complicated song. If you have a listen to Xanadu, and so have a listen to Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven." Listen to the first time they did it live. Listen to the last time they did it live. I think it's 1983, 4. And then listen to Rush, the first time they did it live, and listen to the last time they did it live, which was a couple of days ago. And they're like. They're getting on a bit, they're aging, but everyone's like, Rolling Stones, yeah, they're going, Mick Jagger's going, and you want to try being in Rush, you want to be a member of Rush and keep going, you know what I mean? I know, I put it down to sexuality, really. Rush didn't have the sexual charisma of all the other bands, like, Kiss and AC/DC, and, I remember really early on, it sounds like giving the dog a bone and that. And, young people trying to learn social etiquette. Yeah, everyone in the chat room, anyone I've missed... The thing was with Rush, if you listen to Rush, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other good bands with good lyrics. Like Ozzy Osbourne and stuff, like socially critical lyrics and stuff, but I never found, I don't think there was any band that was philosophically self-empowering in the same way that Rush. And it comes down to Neil Peart's lyric writing. I mean, Neil Peart describes himself as, a loner. Somebody who just, was like invisible, nobody sees you, a young lad. And he found he could express himself through drums, and that's where he found his self-esteem in drumming, Otherwise, it's like he didn't get recognised in life. And like a lot of lyrics written, really philosophical lyrics, like free will. A song about free will. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will. And as a young person, listening to all these different types of music, and then coming back to this philosophical lyrics that are difficult to sing. They don't sound cool as "baby, baby, gonna roll you over." Rush is a band for musicians, but I don't know if it's just. I think this is something that's maybe not the case, because it's a band for people who like music. I think it's not necessarily. I don't think you have to. I wasn't a musician when I first heard Rush. I didn't think about getting into music at that point. And I heard guitar, I liked rock music already. I liked AC/DC. I'd like the sound of guitars, the sound of drums, But when I heard Rush, I just thought to myself, that's complex. It's not something you dance to. It's not pedestrian beat. It's not, and I don't mean to bring all of the types of music down, but I found all of the types of music was quite conform, really, conformist. In fact, pretty much everything in the radio is conform. Most of the singles that Rush got on the radio are, in my opinion, quite conform. So I equally like King Crimson, and King Crimson are all, well, not equally, because of the dynamics of the whole thing. Like Rush, like Geddy and Alex, got together and got a band together with a drummer, and he wasn't too well. He wasn't up to touring, had diabetes, so they got another drummer, and they stuck with that formation all these years. Now, for non-musicians, the point of it is if you're a non-musician, you probably just don't give a damn about musicians. Then you know what I mean? Because like when we look on stage and think, oh yeah, you know, who's the best musicians? Do we think about whether they had a long life or a happy life? You know, we often think about whether like Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. What a load of rubbish, really. I'm not going to swear in it. I'm going to try and not swear in so much in things. So take that into consideration. You know, I'm making music, maybe people want to listen with the kids or whatever. But, you know, I could do a whole lot of swearing when it comes to music. Resist cover, yeah. I'll have a look into that. I can't remember the newer ones. I'm not sure. I haven't got the names of the songs in my head. You know, like for me as a guitarist, I wanted a good life. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to die at 27 when I became a musician. I didn't want to be as miserable as the Beatles. You know, I didn't want to be like Roger Waters and Gilmour. You know, in an argument, I didn't want to be miserable like that. I didn't want to be Gary Glitter. I didn't want to be ABBA. You know, I didn't really want to be like in Bowie's band. You know, do you know what I mean? It's like as a musician, you're trying to find you like a safe spot. It's like, okay, I don't want to die at 27. I don't want to get drugs. I don't want a teenage audience that I have to keep giving stuff to, you know. So Rush were doing their things, and they always changed. Every few albums, they changed style, and they lost a lot of the old fans. Well, not really lost them, but they, you know, sort of didn't buy the newer albums. Rush just got back together after 15 years of being apart from, because the drummer died. You know, they thought it was all over, so they got this new drummer in to play the drums and do a tour, and it's gone brilliantly, really. You know, it's gone brilliantly. It's, you know, it's almost like a resurrection. You know, and for me as a musician, it's not about the music being resurrected. It's about a bunch of people who've, like, throughout the years, they've tried to do their thing, trying to make the music the same as myself and us, but we do it the alternative. We want to do it our own way. We don't want to bow down to the whims of record companies. We want to, you know, empower the audience. We want to, like, you know how it is with the Mystery Show. I always say, you know, we're here to empower each other. We're not here to be amused or entertained. You know, I'd rather have the truth than to be bemused into hypnosis. And for me, I found that Rush was a band that kept me out of hypnosis. You know, the other bands seemed to me like, you know, good fun and danceable. You got to, you know, probably better to experience live even. You know, I've seen other bands live, like Ozzy Osbourne live. Bon Jovi was good at live. Saw Bon Jovi at Birmingham NEC. John flew above the audience. But when I went to see Rush live in Birmingham NEC, for example, the sound was the best sound I've ever heard from a live band. And the performance was the best performance from a live band. And, like, not the jumping around, but, like, the musical performance. The light show was fantastic. You know, just had an air about it. Like, there was no, like, all the fans were really friendly with each other. Everybody's really friendly, you know. I think it's because there's a lot of autistic people. You know, Rush is not a dance music. It's all over the place. And for autistic people like me, you know, 7, 8, you know, I can't keep the same rhythm. So for a lot of us, it was, you know, imagine if Genesis was still going. People would be head over heels about it. But because it's Rush, there's, like, over the years, people have kind of got a bit of an anti-Rush thing, you know. Maybe it's because of the music. But I think with the establishment have got, you know, got a way about it of making something popular and something else unpopular. I mean, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It took them, what, 13, 14 years to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Where other bands have, like, you know, they've got one, like, rock album out and suddenly get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something. You know, it's like, just simply, the establishment don't like pushing wisdom. They don't like wise people like us. Well, like you, not me, like you. They don't want wisdom. Johnny used to wear. Yeah, of course. Let's see if we can get a bit of. Johnny used to wear the dog. You used to strike down on his lucky star. So tough. Jill was a diner all day. What was the song, man? Okay, yeah. I was trying to do a loop. Trying to do a loop. Yeah, that is it. You can write a hit or you can write the music you want. I just got that song in my head. I'm gonna write a classic. Write it in the attic. Think I'll become an addict. Followed Costco out, go to Gorky Park. Followed Moscow out, go to Gorky Park. Listen to the winds of changes. Yeah. Scorpions. Just saw it on the screen, you know how it changes. Wind of changes. Mama say the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Hey mama, the way a man sing gonna make you burn, gonna make you swing, swing, swing. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, for sure. I know simplicity can work. Well, unfortunately, to be honest, over the years, I kind of get tired of musicians sort of saying that. No, not the audience, but the musicians sort of saying that to me because they're not able to play fast or put the discipline in. And to me, music is about music, not about. It's not fashion. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's almost like, I think you look better with in green. You know what I mean? It's like if I want my music to be as complicated as possible, as complicated as absolutely impossible, and as simple as possible. You know, to go between the two extremes, to go as fast as possible and loud as possible and as slow as possible and quiet and soft as possible, as hard as possible. You know, from one extreme to the other, and you can only reach the other extreme if you can actually reach that. You know, and a lot of people, it's like the difference between a great sportsman and somebody who can relax. You know, I mean, I love to relax, but at the same time, there's like talent and achieving. You know, to watch Thingy on the drums. You know, to watch Annika Neelas like play the drums for Rush. You know, other drummers as well, but. You know, you obviously know she's got a big role to play in all of these beats and all this music, and then it comes down to, it's about the music. It's obviously about the humans, but it's also about the music. You know, it's like you choose it to be something. You know, we choose as human beings to, like, through free will, to apply our intent to something. You know, and when we do that and we get good results, and I've spent too much time with, over my life, you know. And I don't, you know, I avoid this situation, but a lot of musicians who are not in it for the same reasons as me. I love music. And obviously, you can get away with making music even if you don't put a lot of effort in. Like, as good as Kurt Cobain and all of that was, it didn't give us very much, did it? It didn't fill us full of very much hope. It kind of ruined all music that came before that because the young people chose to sit there and you know... Well, it's probably not even a Nirvana song, but you just need to do that. Take drugs, look miserable, write some miserable lyrics. Everybody's miserable as well, so everyone can relate to you. Everyone buys the album. You become a millionaire. Either disappear and pretend you're dead, or kill yourself. Either way, it's not very uplifting. And I think it's a load of crap. If I was just to put it in, like, if we're talking about healthy food and stuff, I'd say that, like, McDonald's food is crap. I'd say that, like, basically a lot of pop music comes into that category, and we have to maybe then take it out of its box and analyse it a little bit and say, was it as good as we thought it was? Are we, is Nirvana really that good? Because I think if they played my song, my worst songs, as often as they played Nirvana on the radio and hype it and stuff, and if I had to kill myself afterwards of playing one of my shitty songs, people would be going crazy over it. Do you know what I mean? It's a cult, in my opinion. I know people. I've never really been into anything after Nirvana. Really, you might certainly think I'm a bit funny, but I mean, I got into a lot of stuff, but I quite liked Portishead. I mean, I liked Massive Attack and that, but it was all taking this trend of trying to be awesome. Massive Attack to me wasn't really music; it was more soundtrack creation. To me, for something to be classed as music, it has to have musical instruments played by musicians. Otherwise, it's a sound collage. So I mean, I used to like these bands. I mean, I still love AC/DC, but I mean, it's basically just a revival band of itself, really, isn't it? Since Bon Scott died and that, really, it's like they've been trying to make it work. But I mean, the fans, the audience don't want another sound. They want AC/DC. And that was the thing maybe with Rush, is they decided to change their image, they changed their style, they moved into more keyboard land. Everyone hated it, but they risked it, and then they came back with more guitars and think, okay, they're just normal people. Let's be a little bit more normal with our, if we're going to be into music, let's be really into music, but not let's be we can play 3 chords, but then we're going to convince the world that we're dedicated to music by killing ourselves. I mean, what is the point, really? I hate, like Pink Floyd, I love the music of Pink Floyd, but I hate the politics of Pink Floyd. I think they were just miserable aristocratic conservative men. It's a boring world, if I'm honest. And it's all about, for me, it's about being a little bit honest. Coldplay. I mean, I don't know much about Coldplay, and I've got to give bands the credit. I think there's a time and a place for every song. And to me, it's not so much about being my snobbiness with the song itself. It's just that, like, for example, Tom Jones is an amazing singer. He's got an amazing charisma. He kind of deserves to be a celebrity, in that world, because he's innocent, I think, or is he appeared in the Epstein files? But people in the music business, where the music comes first and the ego comes second or third, and like musicians need an ego. I love, like, Ozzy Osbourne without an ego would be nothing. But at the same time, the music of Black Sabbath is pretty innovative. As simple as it may be, only Tony Iommi can write those types of riffs. I thought Kurt Cobain knew that it was there was I think it was his girlfriend who said it, didn't it? And he took the name, thought it was a good name, but didn't know it was a deodorant. Yeah, the man. A lot of this is why you get one or two good albums out of a lot of bands, because they're like garage bands. You know, you can imagine that metaphorically. You know, no one plays in garages these days, I don't think. But you imagine this metaphorically. They're playing their 10 tunes in the garage, outside in the suburbs, and along comes a car with a music geek. Hears the tune, signs them, sells them. Well, Eminem, maybe Eminem's done a couple of songs that are not bad, but I don't get on with anything that I think he's written. You know, I get on far better with Tom McDonald. It's not as fast and an expertise, but I feel, you know, if you're saying so much, then you've got to have so much to say that at least I'm interested. You know, but I don't know. I'm not interested in a lot of the rap genre stuff, gangs, gold chains. Yeah, Ozzy did become the real life show he was, and yeah, I mean, and genuine as well. You know, I think it's the older generation that had to invent things. You know, we didn't, or they didn't have a template for a lot of stuff. It's crazy to think that the world's been invented since we're alive, you know. I'm going to smoke a pipe with the ancestors and then wrap things up. Yeah, this one's for, Mr. Smith and Tony, Krishna and Jason, Jeff C. and others that are in our hearts, smoking with the ancestors. Yeah, it's been a lovely evening. Thanks ever so much for everyone being here. And yeah, always trying to improve. If you've got any ideas or anything you want to say, you can always email me or let me know. I could do with some little adverts at the end so that I don't have to keep twisting my tongue over this. But yeah, tomorrow is Friday, and at what time? British time, 7. Valerie will be broadcasting Friday Song Club. And I was about to say Mr. Smith will be streaming as well, but yeah, Mr. Smith's listening. Who else we got? Yeah, we've got the weekend. I think I might do some little things on the weekend. Yeah, I've got a gig on the 20th. We've got the meet-up as well in England. So that's going to be an interesting thing. And then on Monday, is it Solid Excalibur on Monday already? And then Tuesday, Elf Freedom UK with Not a Dr. Robert. And Wednesday, Starfish Troopers with Pete and guests Cookie and Paula and Kitty. And yes, probably not on Sunday then. So I might just fill in that little gap and when the cat's away. Yeah, thanks ever so much. Brilliant. And if you've done any songs as well, if any of you have recorded any songs, uploaded or whatever, you're welcome to send me them. You're welcome to let me know you've done a song. I would like to play people's stuff on on the mystery show. You know, make it a little bit more, push it in more in the music direction, and play other people's songs, and any music news that you want to let me know. I'm sure you know how to find me and where to find me. So yeah, love you all. Love each other. And yeah, love each other. See you soon. Cheerio.